Good afternoon. Thank you for coming back in today.
Yeah.
Before we get started, I want to go over our confidentiality again just to make sure we understand everything.
Okay.
Confidentiality means that everything that is said in this room stays between you and I, except for some certain cases, which would be if I suspect harm to yourself or other people, if I have a court subpoena, which means I have to present things before the court, or if I need to go to my supervisor to find ways to better help you. And otherwise, everything in this room stays between us.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started. Last week when you came in, you were just talking about how you were feeling homesick and you were had really problems sleeping and you had a lot of anxiety and you were out partying and drinking with some of your friends that you had met in your dorm room.
Yeah.
Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get started and just talk about things and see how your week is going.
Okay.
What challenges had you had this week?
Well, the week was okay after we talked, but then got to the weekend and it's kind of the hardest. I get really sad. I miss my friends, and so I decided to go out with some of the girls in my dorm again, and we went out and we drank like Friday and Saturday night, and so it's kind of, I don't know, I didn't know what else to do.
Weekends can be hard because during the week everything's so busy and it takes your minds off things, but when the weekend hits, like things calm down and you just realize like how bored you get and how much you miss your family.
Yeah.
So, okay. Do you feel drinking has helped you become more accepted because you are meeting new people?
Yeah, like in my classes, I don't really talk to anybody. No one ever really talks to me, and so when I go out and party, I meet people. And then sometimes I see them on campus, and then, we talk about what we did over the weekend.
Yeah. Okay. Were you drinking before you moved here for school?
I didn't drink at all.
No, not at all? Okay. How else has the drinking affected you?
Well, occasionally I feel really sick because sometimes we go out on the weekdays and then I don't go to class the next day. Like, it's hard to care because my class is really boring, and sometimes my teachers just drive me crazy.
Mm-hmm. Now, what do you mean by you don't care?
Like, it's just, I'm not interested in my classes, so I don't want to go because it's nothing I'm interested in. I want to be in my major, so these classes are boring.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's really hard sometimes to get interested in classes that aren't for your major.
Yeah.
Because you just, you have to take them to get those credits, and it's really hard to be interested in things like that. So that's really understandable. Is there anything else that makes you feel comfortable and just a lot better besides drinking and partying?
Well, I like playing volleyball, and they have one of those intramural teams here, so I play on that sometimes.
Playing volleyball is really good. It gets you, it helps you exercise and it gets your endorphins going, which actually helps you sleep better. So that might be able to help your sleeping problem a little bit, is if you played that.
Yeah.
And also, I just think that if you used volleyball instead of drinking, like when you're feeling lonely or something, maybe go get some of your friends on your intramural team and just go play a game or two of volleyball just to get you distracted and just to make you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
And also with your classes, I think that maybe if you talk to your advisor about maybe finding some interesting classes that are really interesting to you but will still cover the credits, I think that would be able to help keep your interest next semester in all of your classes.
Yeah.
But I think we've had a really good meeting this week, and I think we should meet again next week if you're willing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll see you again next week.
All right, sounds good.